I'm very excited that the Simmons Center is happening, whether it had my name on it or not. While I was an undergraduate at Harvard, I took my first trip to Africa and was just totally blown away and knew that I wanted to focus on African studies. I then went to Oxford for my graduate degree. I spent a lot of time in Mauritius, where I wrote my thesis. Then my husband and I went to live in Tunisia. I just learned a lot about other cultures and to value them and to understand how different they are from each other. I learned also that I was probably not going to be satisfied with just being a housewife, that I wanted to have a career. I also wanted to have children. So figuring out how to put all that together was also an important challenge. When I was president of Hampshire College, a group of students occupied my office and asked us to divest the stock we had in companies doing business in South Africa. De Klerk was here for a meeting of Nobel Peace Prize winners, and he said to me, when the divestment movement began, I knew apartheid had to end. And if you want to think about having an impact, that's pretty powerful. Since I came back to Chicago, I've always tried to strengthen the vision of Chicago as a global city. There's no question that my international experience helped me to get the job at MacArthur Foundation. Because I'd grown up in Chicago and really knew and understood Chicago, and because I'd worked internationally, I appealed to both parts of the board. The responsibility of giving away millions of dollars is a challenging and very interesting one. We were one of the first foundations to open an office in Moscow. We also opened an office in India, Brazil, and Nigeria. Strong NGOs need to be really connected, not only have their office in Chicago and their head office in Washington and New York, but they need to really be in touch with what's happening on the ground. The people in the US need to go and visit often and not just meet with government officials, but talk to people in villages and talk to people who are on the opposition side of government. It's understanding the whole complex that's enormously important. And when I left MacArthur, I wanted to continue my global interests. It really made a difference to have people living here understand the many, many, and many different global connections that the city has. And the Simmons Center can have a huge impact. This is a Chicago project. There are a number of organizations based in Chicago, headquartered in Chicago, that are working on global issues, from immigration to migration to different population groups here. Collaboration and working together and learning from each other is enormously important. I think bringing them together will both increase their influence and make each of them feel more connected and more involved. If you can strengthen their voice, we will have even more impact. And the Simmons Center represents, in some ways, a coming together of a lot of the things that I've been working on and believe in. The importance of Chicago, the importance of Chicago being a global city, and the importance of people collaborating, learning from each other, and working together.